Alright, welcome back to Dave. You're probably wondering what the hell is this upload because that last video was an hour long of Dave, so I wouldn't be surprised if not a lot of you have actually finished watching it yet. Basically what happened was, as I was writing for the next episode of Dave, I realized that I mislabeled the June week 2 episode of Danger Zone TV. I mislabeled the file that I have for it, and in my really quick editing process, it completely slipped and didn't make the video. So this video is just that one, June week 2 of 2020. So I'm gonna, in the playlist for Dave, if you're like behind or you're watching this a few years from now and you're watching the playlist, I'm putting this video before then. So basically what you're gonna want to do in the next video, watch until you finish June week 1 and then come back to this video. And for those of you that have either finished that video and it's the current day or whatever, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically, this is like the missing episode that I didn't label and didn't even realize wasn't in the video. So, yep, sorry about this. So yeah, on to the episode. Alright, we're here for episode 2 of 4 on this edition of Danger Zone TV. Once again, only one thing pre-booked for this show, and that is the Defenders versus the Dallas Stars. Winner will go on and face Flex and Pex for the Tag Team Championships. I almost forgot. A few things did happen in the news. First thing, we had a backstage incident. Flex Garcia brightened the backstage area simply by being so cheerful and fun to be around. Thank you, Flex. Both Casey Glenn and Greg Gage's contracts were expiring. I tried to sign them, but Burning Hammer was keeping Casey and TCW was keeping Greg Gage. And then in the biggest news of the century, Sean McFly left the CWA to go and wrestle for USPW. Sadly, I hate that, and it makes me sad that Sean McFly is going to that fucking company. I hate that company. Fuck USPW. And now on to the show. So we open. Of course, we have our pre-show match for Steal the Show. Frantic Ali defeats Texas Hangman. Frantic Ali got a 43. It did what it was supposed to do, and what it was supposed to do was simply give me a match to rate Steal the Show. Pablo gets an 87 because of course he fucking does. Opening this episode of Danger Zone TV is once again our favorite pastor of pain, Pablo Rodriguez and his henchmen, the Bible Bashers. The stable is standing in the locker room cutting a video promo. The members of the group are all kind of sorted in order of importance. Pablo is, of course, in the front. Youngman is standing right behind him and a little to the left. Then Knuckles and Cali Slick are both slightly further behind Ernest and then onto Pablo's right side. Pablo looks even more pissed off than last week, and he is about to explain why. Pablo, you see? This was what I was fucking talking about. I watched your garbage fucking montage that you jobbers put on the TV last week. I was absolutely sick to my stomach watching that unfold. This is the exact reason why you are not getting this title match on pay-per-view, Madman Boone. In the history of Danger and Violence Extreme, Madman Boone is the least worthy challenger for any major title of all time, whether it was the Extreme, the Unified, and now he's hitting the belt, this one. And it's simply because you're only getting this match off of a fluke win that one of your lackeys pulled off. Have you even won a match in the past month? Have you even had a match in the past month? You haven't wrestled since Total Disruption when you got your ass handed to you by Doug Peake in a Warrior Engine match. And now you're getting a title match tonight. Pablo slams the table that's right in front of him. He storms off away from the camera and just a very faint, "Fuck this company!" A very faint "fuck this company" was heard from Rodriguez. Yes, I did roll all the way to the other end of the room for something that probably won't even sound good. There you go. We opened this match with Acid versus Grease Hog. This was supposed to be pre-booked, and I forgot. And there we go. They have great chemistry, and it showed in their performances. Too bad that Acid and Java aren't going to be around that much longer because the fans hate them. So there you go. Went 950. Grease Hog defeated Acid by pinfall after using the ropes for leverage. And you're thinking, well, Grease Hog's kind of the face in this. Well, he only used the ropes for leverage because Java would run in and attack Grease Hog. So he's like, if they're going to cheat, I'm going to cheat. And then we have a promo by Phil Weber. It's a short promo because Phil isn't the best at talking. And his message is basically that Pablo needs to learn who is running the shots around here. That's his whole message. That's really all that said. I didn't write down anything for that. But I did write down something for this. All 5 members of the Crown are in a Burger King family booth for this segment. Boone, the absolute audacity of Pablo Rodriguez to insult one of my best and loyal servants? Father Rodriguez, you can ridicule me and slander my name all you want because I do not care. But once you begin to mock any of my underlings, then I will step up to intervene. If you truly believe that Sir Top Dollar's win was a mere fluke, then you will have no problem with Mr. Dollar sparring with your underling, California Slick. At this moment, a Burger King employee comes up and then brings the Crown their food. There's like a fucking Whopper and then 1 drink to split between the rest of them. Boone, my dearest apologies to this fine establishment, but I seem to have lost my appetite. Hopefully that's a funny accent for this fucking goofball. I'm trying to do an accent for Boone where it's like, what would somebody that has no idea what, like, British or just monarchies work, how would they talk if they were pretending to be a king? So, there you go. There's that. And then we have, speaking of Britain, Benjamin's favorite wrestler on Dave, Busticap versus Doug Peake. This was a very close match. Despite Doug Peake being on a roll, Busticap was not willing to give an inch. And although Busticap did lose the match, in reality, Busticap did not get hurt because he performed much better than anyone really thought he was going to. So there you go, 51. And then we get a short post-match promo by Doug Peake where he's just, even though he's already won, though, he just keeps getting angrier and angrier over nothing. And he's just like yells and then throws Busticap out of the ring. And basically he just yells at the camera, you took everything from... You didn't take everything. I was supposed to be the next TV champion. That was going to be me. You took that from me, and now I'm going to make you pay. Chris Caulfield. Or, yeah, something like that. I don't know. We then have a freestyle segment. Another one. Didn't write down anything for this because there wasn't much to write down. Shady K is doing one of his ECW backstage promos, and he is telling... Bradford Pebble, that fine, yeah, I do see you now, but I just want you to know you'll have no idea how hard this match is going to be for you. In 2 weeks, on the go-home show for the Extreme Doubleheader, you will finally get your championship match, Bradford Pebble. I hope you're ready. Oh, shit. I just meant to hit pre-booking. So, hopefully I'll remember to do this for the other ones. So, we got Bradford versus Shady K. This is not next week's. This is not the next show. They have awful chemistry when fighting. I forgot about that. No. Shit. Alright. There we go. That's pre-booked. And then I also have... This one is for next week. Top Dollar and Cali Slick. This is happening next week. There we go. And up next, we cut to the backstage area where Flex and Pex happen to bump into the Dallas Stars right before their number 1 contenders match. Flex. Oh, Pex, These are the two guys I was telling you about. Pecs. Ah, the two white trash losers who think they're going to take the Lords of the Ring titles away from the hottest Acton Dave. Flex. Yep, those are the ones. Tennessee. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Settle down, partners. Why are y'all going on the offensive already? Why, yes, me and Marshall Dillon would love to have those two beautiful titles, but we are absolutely not opposed to continuing the reign of the current champions. Marshall and I are huge fans of your work and, more importantly, your muscles. It would be an absolute honor to challenge you two for the championships. Listen, boys, I didn't force my way into a number one contenders match because I'm money and fame hungry. No, I practically had to get this match set up, or else the world would have to endure Frankie Perez and Akima Brave taking on Flex and Pecs. I just could not stand for something like that. Those two men don't even respect you two like the Adonises you are. Flex, my deepest apologies, Tennessee and Dillon. I clearly read you two all wrong. You guys are the opposite of white trash, and I feel like I can speak for Pecs when I say we would love to defend our championships against you two at the Extreme Doubleheader. Pecs then says, if things begin to go south during your match next, you got nothing to worry about. Pecs winks at the Dallas Stars before the duo walks off. Tennessee William then adjusts his sleeve at Marshall Dillon before heading to the ring. And now it's time for the number one contenders match. Who will go on to night one of the Extreme Doubleheader to take on Flex and Pecs? Well, much like Pecs just implied, things started to go south when Tennessee William was in the ring. Marshall Dillon was on the outside. It looked like Frankie Perez and Akima Brave had it in the bag until Flex and Pecs ran in, started taking out Frankie Perez and Akima Brave, and then it was starting to look like Tennessee William was going to get this fluke win. We were going to see a match, two heel versus heel matches. And then Tribal Warrior ran in, interfered, cost the match against Tennessee William, held off Marshall Dillon. Since there's no DQs, it's just run-in city sometimes. So there we go. It gets a 66. Frankie Perez got a 66 and Marshall Dillon got a 63. That's pretty good. Tennessee William was off his game, so I'll just kind of throw out that number. But in the end, yes, the defenders, if you forgot the stable, it's these boys, and Chris Caulfield and Phil Weber were supposed to defend Dave against the Bible Bashers, and it didn't work. So they're still just kind of friends, though. Phil has chastised them as of late. But yes, the defenders defeat the Dallas Stars, and we now have our first match booked for the Extreme Doubleheader. 2 versus 2 hardcore match. It will be Flex and Pecs defending against the defenders for the Lords of the Ring Championships. Pre-book that. Alright. 66, and then we end the show. Pablo brings out Ernest Youngman. He is not happy. He doesn't say much. He just says, get out here, Boone. Let's get this shit over with. Come on, let's not make the fans wait. King Boone and Suzanne Brazel come out. And then they don't go to the ring. And Pablo's like, what the fuck is taking you guys so long? Phil then emerges from the back and he says, Pablo, I will not let you run my company. Yes, I formed a whole group to take you out and it didn't work. But you did not gain control from me. Alright, I still run the shots around here. And I say Pablo Rodriguez and King Boone would be a great match for the Extreme Doubleheader. So Pablo, you better start resting because your match isn't for another few weeks. Pablo is furious. He starts ripping up the ring as we end this episode. That is our second match pre-booked for the Extreme Doubleheader. World Championship. The boyhood dream, King Boone gets his world title match against Pablo Rodriguez. So there we go. Extreme Doubleheader, 87 promo, and 73, that might be our best. I just checked off camera, but I think that's our second best show of all time, is the 73. And I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty sure that's all because of Pablo. I am pretty sure that's all because of Pablo. Flex has kind of started to slow down in the promo department. Granted, his last few promos have also had other people in, so maybe they've been dragging him down. But Yeah, Pablo bringing us a 73. That's pretty fucking good.